Good evening. I had this amazing conversation with a fantastic spirit the other day, and I want to share it with you. Right. Now, sometimes I get these spirits, and when I do, I pay extra attention, I think, because I might learn something, and it's very interesting. See, those who are not in good shape, well, it's fine, it's good too, right? But this is different. So this spirit was very sane. It was a pleasure talking to this spirit. And he talked about Earth, what's going on, and it actually relates to something that I've been learning about lately. And about Swedish women. You know, Swedish women, they are starting to say no to breast screening. It's a trend. I don't know how big it is, but apparently Swedish women are talking to each other in person and online about this thing that is going on, breast screening. And they say no to it. Right. There's something with it that is not good, you see. I don't know this stuff, but that's what I hear. And the hospitals are worried about this trend. Right? And there's also other parts of this treatment and testing where the hospitals, they ignore certain knowledge. They want to keep it to themselves, the treatment and the testing, everything, and they kick everything out that might be working, you see. This is what I hear. Swedish women, they talk about this. Right, and this conversation with the spirit relates to this. So, he talked about Earth, and he immediately started to talk about health care. Right. You know, I'm pretty slow. When I talk to these spirits who are in good shape, I want to make sure that I understand what they say. So, there's this extra communication going on where I sort of repeat, making sure that I got it correctly, you see. And then I get this confirmation. Oh yes, you got it, you see. Or I'm corrected, see. Because I don't want to miss anything. Most of the things that he said confirmed things that I've been saying myself, actually, or thinking. But there were some key points here that I want to share with you. Okay, so he talked about healthcare, and he said this is what they focus on, because this is where they can reach the children, and this is where they can do the most harm. He's talking about the top psychopaths on Earth, and he said they are not motivated by money. We sort of knew this, right? They are interested in keeping spirits down, pushing them down. That's the focus, he said. Now, of course, there are lots of people in this field, healthcare, who are in there for the money, right? But not these top guys. They are a special breed. Totally evil. Right. And that's what he said. They are in it to make harm, and they can do the most harm with healthcare, with fear, scaring the shit out of parents about their children, medications, surgery, things like this. Of course, you see it, right? And it's about keeping people down. Now, they have been doing it, this is what is said, and I understood this. They have been doing this for hundreds and hundreds of years. But he said it's more urgent now because there is something happening on Earth. There is a spiritual awakening, and it's moving along quickly. And it's urgent for them. This is really what they want to stop, see? And crush. And they are focused on the children. wow, the evilness in this is mind-blowing. It's hard to get it, sort of, for me. But this is what they do. Now, and then there's good news. He said they can't stop it, see, with people, individuals, looking for answers themselves, teaching their children about it. The spiritual awakening is unstoppable, he said. When it's done individually, people are, reading and listening to stuff, talking to each other about these things. And of course, how can you stop it? It's impossible. Of course it is. Because, there's nothing to attack, right? All they can do is continue with their propaganda. But if people don't listen to it and, look for themselves, there's nothing they can do. He said it's different if you organize, then they have a target. You create some association or something. Like these women, if they started an association to fight the breast screening, then they have a target. And they will try to crush it as soon as possible. They can't have this, see. Now they want all the people on earth to be depending on their healthcare, their system, see. So they will fight it, but they can't fight it when it's done individually. And he really stressed this thing. And of course, we see it, right? When you organize something, look at the big religions, how they messed them up. They are totally messed up, the big religions, right? More or less useless today. And they are accepted also by the top psychopaths, see? Well, one of them is in the Vatican, I think, the Pope. Yeah, it's definitely one of them. Well, that's what I think. So they are working together, Right, I don't think I forgot anything about what he said. Which is strange. It was a long talk, But that's basically what he said. And he really stressed this thing. They can't stop it. As long as you don't organize. I wonder if we ever will organize. I don't think so. Why do we need to organize? There's no need for this. I think religion and philosophy, it's a very personal thing. Extremely personal. And we can't have dogma coming into it, you see. It doesn't work. You have to look for yourself. Look for the answers. And try it out yourself. Well, that's the responsibility that we have, each and every one of us. Right. Be good.